Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are once again in Kerbal Space Program Hardcore mode. This is the series in which I'm playing on hard mode, and one of the biggest things that comes with that is that you do not have the ability to quick save or revert to launch or any of that kind of stuff. So what ends up happening is what ends up happening. As well, I did myself the further disservice of lowering the rate at which I'm collecting science to 30% of what it is normally. And I'm hoping that this mission is going to be a lot to try and make up all of that lost science, or at least a lot of it, because what we have here is Valentina, Roland, Dr. Jekyll, and Bill, and we are aboard the Ares in orbit about Gilly. Somewhere up there is Eve. There's Eve over there. And this mission is, well, to knock off a few contracts, but also should be getting me a whole ton of science. And in the last episode, the episode before this was about building this thing. The last week's episode was about getting it here. This episode is going to be getting down to the surface and hopefully, with some luck, getting these folks back safely. Anyway, just to take a look at the contracts we got Explore Gilly, has two requirements. One is to orbit Gilly. We've already achieved that. We are in an orbit, and despite it being 8,467 kilometers of an orbit, we are not kilometers, sorry, 8 kilometers, about 8.5 kilometers orbit. This is still high space about Gilly. You got to get like really close before you're in near space. But anyway, that part of the contract is there, and then we got to return them back safely, so hopefully that will come a little bit later. We also have to gather surface deployed mystery goo observations from science from the surface of Gilly. For that, we do have these cargo containers with these, what you call them, the Breaking Ground DLC stuff, and that one's the mystery goo one, but we also got everything else that we had available, and we're going to be deploying on Minmus and hopefully, or not Minmus, Gilly, and hopefully collecting some science from that. And we also have science data from space around Gilly. I haven't collected any science since entering Gilly's SOI. I knew I was going to be in high space coming once I was in orbit, so we're going to do that right off the bat, knock off that contract. We're processing a lot of science in this science lab. Do they have science ready to transmit? I'll probably transmit before I start. Oh, I do. Oh my gosh, we're getting close to our data fill. That's a bit unfortunate. But whatever. So we're processing all kinds of science and transmitting all that back home, and hopefully, again, lots of science. And then I have this Detect 3 Comets with the Sentinel Infrared Telescope. I put that in orbit about the sun 2 streams ago before I launched this thing, and this is now day 212 of this mission, and I've not detected any comets, and I'm really... Comments. I said comments? Comets. And I'm really worried, actually, I did something wrong here. It's not in the right orbit or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that one. It should just go passively in the background, but here we are. And hello, everyone, just joining us in the chat. Yes, so first things first, let's transmit away the science that we do have. So transmitting that science away, there is almost 126 science to be transmitted, so we'll get rid of that. We can do some time warping to speed that up. The one thing this vessel does have is a ton of electricity, because one of the contracts that there goes that one. One of the contracts that I satisfied last episode was an orbital station around the sun. And so I built this so that it would count as an orbital station around the sun while we were making our way here. And I think it was like 75,000 units of electricity or something that I had to have on board. One of those really dumb contract requirements. So lots of stuff like that. Okay, let's... I don't know how much science I'll be able to process. So let's do just start off with actually, wait a second. I got X science aboard. I can do it from this stuff. Let's do a crew report, and let's transmit that. That should knock off this... Oh, no, I just did that contract. Never mind. In fact, we're not going to be, now that I'm thinking about it, let's get rid of the contracts window. All those other ones aren't going to be done for a little bit. Okay, let's do another crew report. And this one, I've transmitted it, but I can still stick stuff into the lab, so we can process that into data for the lab, and then that will be worked on by our scientists. Unfortunately, as you can see, we're getting really close for the total amount of data in this, so that is what it's going to be. Oh, I got no science to transmit here. Notice that? So we'll just gobble that up. And then we have a pressure scan. No science to transmit again. I did have a probe around Gilly. I remember I actually kind of botched the entry, and the idea was to put it into orbit about Gilly, but I ran out of fuel and actually crashed right into Gilly, and I was frantically transmitting at the time to try and get in everything that I could. Maybe. Okay, I can transmit a bit of this mystery goo observation. We've got scientists to reset that stuff, so we might as well. We also have the material study. Transmit some of that. And we have the magnetometer boom. Again, looks like a lot of it's already been transmitted. Yep, so we'll just collect that. All right, let's get one of our scientists here. Actually, one of these scientists has a... It's Roland. Roland has an EVA pack, so we might also take advantage of that. There we go. So Roland can do an EVA report. We'll grab that. You can also perform the EVA science using the EVA experiment kit. Do a little demonstration of the... What's that one called? Intermediate axis theorem. I can remember things. Okay, we'll get that back. Whoa, I had my fingers in the wrong spot and I was just spinning her around. Okay, and we'll just transfer that stuff. And then over here, we should be able to review those and transmit them. So transmit that. Transmit that. Okay. And then we'll go back to Roland. You might recall last time I was frantically collecting science while in low orbit about Eve because we're only going to be there for a limited period of time. But now we're going to be here for a long time. So there is absolutely... Did I just reset that? I think I did. Conduct material study. Grab that. Collect the data. Now restore. Yeah, dope. And we'll also collect this. Collect this one. Collect this one. Download the data. Don't get clocked with the boom there. And then finally we gotta... There's where our mystery goo is. This is our lander, by the way. Very, very simple land. I just hit restore again. Oh my gosh. Without collecting what's there. Collect it. Then hit restore, you big melon head. Okay. Now, where are we storing this stuff? I got a feeling I've been putting it into this cupola module. Let's make sure. Yes, I see stored experiments. So there's 17 already there, so we're going to grab those. Let's get back inside. And then we're going to process what we can. But to be honest, there may not be as much to process as we might like to think there is. So I could do because we're going to be closing in on 750 max data. You want to do more, you need another science lab and 2 more scientists, but that's not what's going to happen. So we're processing that. There we go. So that's 18 data. We got a thermometer. Process that. Okay. Oh, did it give me the review data? Recycle that experiment. I wasn't reading the log it. Process it. So it is 27 data that puts us over. Shoot. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it in the experiment. Ooh, shoot. I think I already did the crew report, right? I did. Okay, let's EVA Roland one more time. Do an EVA report. Grab that. Store it. Back into here. Can we process an EVA? I think I'm at the top end of what I can process with the science. Process. Okay, so, well, I guess we might as well save it. We can process it later. So back to here. Do another one of those. Perform EVA science. And we'll store that. But all this stuff can't be processed yet. So we'll collect that. Even though it's no science, it still is data for the lab. We'll store that. Okay. And I think there was stuff in the thermometer, and I've yet to do a second round on the materials bay and the goo either. Oh, maybe. No. Where's like log it? Just take it. I think so. I don't know. Oh, I just opened the doors. You know what's the one thing I find with collect that data with Kerbal Space Program? And I'm one of these people that's one of these completionist types. Like, you know, if there's a game and it's a collectathon, I want to collect everything. And Kerbal Space Program, you got to cure yourself of that if you're that type of person too, because you just got to always go. There's more science in other places. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, and we are going to restore that. Can you level up the crew? Might be able to. Haven't checked that yet. I'll get to that in a second, Oliver. Was on my list. Okay. Can we store this stuff even though there's stuff up here? Like, because it's a different thing. Oh, it seemed to like that. Okay, that's cool. Now, there are multiple biomes over... Oh, I'm in high space, so there is no multiple biomes. Sorry, I lied. I think Gilly has 4 biomes, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't matter because we're in high space right here. Okay, so I think I have done everything that I can. Let's close that. Let's see if I can level up the crew. So we're leveling up. So we got, yeah, level 4s. Level 4 engineer. Look at that. Level 4 pilot. Level 4 scientist. Still a level 3. Poor Dr. Jekyll. What has Dr. Jekyll not done that the others have done? Planted a flag on the moon. Orbit. No, never been to Mimbus. Dr. Jekyll's never been to Mimbus. We have to rectify that. And engineer. Okay, so we got now 2 level 4s. All right, I think I'm ready to put this down. I think we're done with everything we've done here. So... let's see. Let's open this up. I'm going to take, because I've been doing so much stuff with Roland. We can land in more than, well, I didn't even think about this. Oh, well, it's going to be, I'm going to try see if I can push Dr. Jekyll to level. We've done so much stuff with Roland. I think I'm going to put Dr. Jekyll down to the surface. And I'm also going to put Bill down to the surface. So I just wanted to remove some of these parachutes so they don't bring those down with them. Bill's parachute too. That can go here. And the reason why I'm choosing a scientist and an engineer was Dr. Jekyll, right? Yeah. Transfer. Transfer crew. Transfer Dr. Jekyll. To there. Yeah. The reason I'm going with a scientist and an engineer is because of this breaking ground stuff. You want to have a scientist and an engineer along. There is a probe body, I'm pretty sure, hidden in here, so we don't need a pilot anyway. Bill, I believe, is up here. All right. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll do more than one landing. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. I think I'm ready to go. So I think there's no reason to sort of sit and wait. I think we can just undock and land just anywhere that seems appropriate. So we are undocking. We're going on here. And this thing runs entirely on monopropellant. So we have RCS thrusters that are built into here. We can back away. And actually, that's it. That's all the thrusters we got. These are lights down here. And then these thrusters are for the descent. Gilly is so light. I've honestly come to Gilly with a ship like this and just put the whole ship down on the surface, which is not a bad idea because you actually bring the lab down to the surface and you get a bonus. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this legit like, and has no operational essay. Did I not put a probe core on this? I didn't. Well, that's an oversight. Okay, we can do this. We can do this without an SAS core. So I don't have SAS. All right, so we're going to tumble here a little bit. That was a definite oversight. I'm just trying to hit the... Come here. Locked. Just trying to hit the... extend the antenna. There we go. Alright, what fun. Okay, let's put that back on free and get onto here. You can put this here. That's okay. We can do it. Gilly, if you thought Minmus was forgiving, it ain't got nothing on Gilly. Okay, so I'm just going retrograde. We have already made our periapsis a negative number. I'm going to go a little bit further than that. There, I like that. Okay, RCS off. Now, did I hook forward to throttle or do anything smart like that? No, I should put forward onto the throttle. There we go. Because that will help. Oh, and I do have... Let's look at our cargo, make sure I'm not missing any cargo. A little late to check, but I think I'm good. Does Bill not have an EVA pack? Oh, he does. Okay. I think I have an extra... No, why is Dr. Jekyll on here? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. It's okay. What did I want to do? I wanted to turn that off. There we go. Do you have any extra probes that you could move over? Well, it's a little late for that now. Because we're already on our way away. It's what it is. It's okay. Oh, time warping. I can time warp to stop our rotation. There's always that sheet. And I've now lost the ability to time warp, which is really frustrating with Gilly. Let's open up the Kerbal Engineer, and it'll tell us when we're in near space. Because when we're in near space, we'll able to do our whole battery of science here. Put that on surface. I think we can still physics warp. We can. I don't have any smart ass aboard. I don't have any of that McJeb stuff on this series. Major flaws. Not that I have any problem with McJeb. I don't, but I typically don't use it in my stock games. Oh, well, it's Gilly. That's my attitude exactly. Oh, well, it's Gilly. Thank goodness it's Gilly. That was just a plain oversight. I should have snuck in. I mean, there's clearly... I got the Octo 2, the little probe core. All I had to do was sneak one in here somewhere. I'm a little surprised that I did not. I am at full 4 times time warp right now. No worries at all there, Major Flaws. Getting confused. I got 2 series going, so yes, getting confused with RP1. Totally understandable. Okay, we are still high over Gilly's Midlands. And once we're down, we're going to be just gathering and transmitting science. I have 350 electric charges aboard. So I have to be a little bit cognizant of my translating. We're coming down in this little zone here. Oh, here we are. Here we are. I should put this on surface too. Temperature scan. Oh, I'm still high over. It still says high. Why did that pop up? Okay, never mind then. Sorry, I'm still high over. Still space high. I swear I saw something like here, and then I went, oh. We must be in near space. I don't know what the boundary is for near space. Oh, it's 6 kilometers. Because we just did it. Now we can do this. So what if I transmitted a crew report? How much electricity does that gobble? It's not bad. Okay, temperature scan, transmit that. I'm just going to transmit everything that I can. We're going to do a magnetometer report. Transmit that. That's like a lot. I just got, ooh, that's an expensive one. We got a mystery goo. And we can reset all this stuff too. Transmit that. And we'll get it again on our way up to get it for the lab. Transmit that. Okay, why is there still a temperature scan here? Oh yes, because there's still a little bit left. We'll keep that. Yep, for sure. I could do an EVA report, but to be honest, it's just as easy to just fly the Kerbal around, you know, with what you call it, with the EVA pack and get those flying. So that's good for now. We've done. Okay, I can still physics warp. But now I don't, oh gosh, any kind of SA, okay, do not touch controls. Ran out of electricity, I did. You're right, I did. Okay, let's, where's Mr. Sun? Mr. Sun. Let's get up there. Try and charge it the batteries again. Okay, I'm just going to kind of keep this orientation best I can. I can't time warp freeze no more. So that should help charge. Did it prevent me from transmitting anything? Yes, I did not transmit the material study. Okay, we'll have to remember that. And should have been paying more close attention. How about here? Yep, didn't transmit that either. Okay. I think we transmitted everything else though. I really want to time warp, but it's gonna, if I time warp, just watch, like if I do a little bit of that physics time warp, it's really hard. I can go 2 times speed, I guess. It's really hard to kind of keep. I'm resisting the urge too to thrust down just to get this over with. But without it locking to a vector, it's really hard to kind of keep the orientation. I'm charging back up. Okay, so we got a lot of sideways, so let's take the time warp off and see if we can do something about that. Put RCS back on. Just do a few little puffs this way. Try and get us to go more or less straight down. I could also just simply, like, use lateral. Whoop, that's the wrong way though. I would prefer not to do any kind of bounces or anything. Okay, how are we doing? Coming down. Yep, there's our target spot down there. I think I can hide that now. Still got lots of monopropellant, which is good. Maybe we'll do a little explore the different biomes. I mean, I might as well get as much science as I possibly can while I'm here, right? Okay, 40 meters. Oh, I can see the shadow. I'm just using H. I was thinking I was going to use the throttle, but I'm actually just using H. Just little puffs now and again. No landing legs. Okay, we're just sitting on the bottom, right? I just got to make sure, yeah, we're doing a little bit, maybe a little end to kind of stick that landing a bit. That's the problem with Gilly, it just wants to keep bouncing around, right? I'll just let it sort of settle down naturally. But yeah, I thought we don't need landing legs. Just gonna put it on this little tube structure down here on the bottom. And the big thing I'm gonna need to be really, really cognizant of is knocking this thing around when I EVA my Kerbals. I'm a little worried about that. But okay, we can do another crew report and transmit that one. I'll watch electricity a little better this time. Oh, we do have the seismic scan now. Transmit that. So where are we? We're in Gilly's Lowlands. Alright, why don't we, while the electricity is going to need some time to rebound, I don't think I'm going to do any more transmitting. Nope. Why don't we start EVAing folks? So, Dr. Jekyll, you're number 1. See, this is what I mean. And let go. Oh my gosh, she's out of control. What? RCS, there we go. Just... there we are. Gilly is for all the people that find min-miss frustrating. Oh. Why am I way... that was weird. I don't know why I was zoomed out so far there. Okay, and Bill. See, let's go. And now he's in free fall. I can't RCS. I can't do anything with him right yet. He's sort of in... you know, ragdoll mode. Yeah, landing legs that are sticky. Isn't it, seems to be working okay, as long as I don't give it any kind of bonk. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Just do little shuffle steps. Yeah, see, there's what one step looks like. Oh my gosh. But, isn't it, Kerbal inventory system? Doesn't it have, like, an anchor? I think it does. I think there's an anchor piece. Okay, we're going to do, a flag. Get that done with. Okay, so this is the Ares 1. Lander. I don't think I ever named the lander. And this is Bill and Dr. Jekyll. I think it's like that. And this is actually landing number 1. If we're going to do another one, I don't know. Impatience might get the better of me. Use the grabber. Oh, yeah. Just grab onto Gilly. That's a good idea. Okay, so what we're going to do... again, I'm just going to stick away from the science for a little bit. We're going to set up all the equipment. So, where is it? This one. Okay, Bill needs that unit. Get the main power unit, put it on Bill, put the EVA pack back. I gotta be really careful because he doesn't have an EVA pack now, so if he ends up going for a sail, I don't have the, you know, does it jump and does this big arc or something? I don't have the ability to get control of him. Okay, here we go. Let's close this. There it is. And we're just gonna... What is it again? Space to place the part. Is that installed? I feel like I just dropped it. I think I just dropped it. Pick up part. Let's try that again. Oh, no. There it goes. Okay. No, I think it was okay. I think the animation was just messed up. Let's try that again. I think I did it right. Okay. And... yeah, it's space. Space. Boom. Oh, I don't like that. Look at all the detail of all the little pluggies on the side. I like that. Okay, let's just see if it does the animation this time. Weird. Don't like it. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's... I don't know. Okay, let's get another part. It feels like it didn't deploy. It feels like I just dropped it there, but I was pretty sure I was hitting the right buttons. Try again. Let's get one of these solar panel babies. Maybe it needs power. Maybe. Because usually they end up... okay. Usually you just push the little down arrow. And then it's just, you can rotate it with J and L, right? Like if you want to do that. But basically it's just push space. And we should get some sort of cannot deploy part. Okay, what did it say there? Sorry. Let's pick this part up. Oh. Okay, it does that when I go to pick it up. There was a message at the top there saying something about the part. Let's try that again. Let's go a little... maybe it doesn't like all these rocks. I don't know. Maybe we're too close to... okay, space. So I gotta deploy part is not on the surface. We are definitely on the surface. Oh boy. Yeah, it thinks we're not on the surface for some reason. Oh, for goodness sakes. Gilly's gonna be the death of me. I don't know, maybe I need to be on a little bit of a flatter spot? Okay. I really don't know what else to do. Whoops. It's not on the surface of a planet. Oh, for goodness sakes. What the heck is going on? So it's not picking it up. Okay, let's try deploying a science piece of equipment. I don't know. But it's just dropping them because it's convinced I'm not... oh dear, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Get back down. We want, like for instance, that Grand Slam McJob. Gilly's surface is more theoretical than most. I've done this on Gilly before. Oh, sorry, she just took a step, and I do not have the ability to... I put the RC... she can't carry the equipment and an RCS pack at the same time, so right now she's just a projectile. I don't have the ability... oh my god. Why did I come here? Why? Why? Well, who knows? Maybe things will deploy better here. That was very acrobatic. Okay. Space. Deploys part is not on the surface of the planet. Oh, for gosh sakes. How can it exceed her carrying capacity? She just brought it here. Oh, for gosh sakes. Okay, can she do a big step? And hopefully that'll just get her back without hitting the spaceship. It seems that your Kerbals are floating above the surface. Yeah, I'm kind of recognizing that they seem to, at least the game thinks they're floating above the surface, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do about it. Quick save and reload. We ain't got the ability to quick save. And I don't know. I do have the ability. I mean, it'll save when I quit. But I mean, I have to quit the game. I might try just going back to the Space Center and seeing if that does anything. So anyway, the reason I came here, I might try that, just go back to the Space Center. So I'm just doing little shuffle steps because it seems like she needs to get rid of her EVA pack. Because she just does. Okay, let's see if we can get... Whoop. Do another, you know, Incredible Hulk jump here. But yeah, maybe the plan is to go back to the Space Center and come back. Oh, she's enjoying these big steps, I tell you that. How's my aim? Not bad. Bunk. But that, you know, if I go back to the Space Center, it'll force it to re-render everything. Maybe that will sort it out. But after that, all I got is to reload the game, which I don't quite like doing live because it means a great big bunch of dead time for you folks. Alright. I don't know if it has to do also like all the parallax crap, though I do have the collisions all turned off. Woo. I mean, this does look like fun, I gotta say. And she's smashing right into it. Thankfully, it didn't seem to be too much of a... Didn't seem to be too much of a disaster. Okay, I'm gonna come out here. And we're gonna try going back to the Space Center and see if that helps us out. Could you get into orbit with the RCS there? What, with the Kerbal? The Kerbal could definitely make its way into orbit over Minmus. Ship obviously does too. But I don't want to go into orbit and come back down again. Oh, we got thunderstorms. Ooh. Nice. Okay, thunderstorms back here, but we're going to try and go back to our lander. The Ares 1 lander, I guess is what it is. There it is. Okay. See if sort of re-rendering everything will make a difference. Alright, here we are. Cannot deploy part as it's not on the surface. I wasn't even trying to deploy a part, you stinker. Okay, let's try and deploy this. Like, it is floating above the surface. I mean, I can see that, but I have no ability to make it go down or rotate it in any way, right? Like, no. All I can do is rotate it this way. I'm going to get the same thing, I can tell. Cannot deploy part as it's not on the surface. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to collect this stuff. We're going to get whatever science we can. And we're going to scuttle over someplace else and hope that we don't have the same problem over there. That's the only thing I can think of doing. But we'll collect whatever science we can out of here first. Okay, so I want my EVA pack back. There. Take back that. Okay, let's collect whatever science we can out of this. So take that. Log more of that. Take that data. Oh, okay, I transmitted that already. Okay. Take that data, log more, grab that. Oh, shoot. Oh, but now I do have the... This is the better way to get around anyway. Collect that data and restore it. Collect and restore. Okay, and then I got to do an EV. You see here, I can do an EVA report flying just like this, right? EVA just above Gilly's lowlands, so that's taking care of that. And we can do an EVA report on the surface if it's gonna. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of what I got. Store the experiments. Okay. EVA report. See here, it's saying I'm on this, right? EVA report. Yeah, it's saying I'm on the surface here, so I don't quite understand what its problem is. And then finally, we can do. Let's turn off the RCS. We can do the EVA experiment. Oh, we're going to be hitting our. Yes, we are. We're shooting the ball straight at our lander. Oh my gosh, I don't want to think where that ball would end up. Okay, grab that. And get her aboard. I'm seeing here you might have to place them on a slope so it shows them clipping into the ground when deployed. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Now, I got a lot of science aboard here. Did we charge up our electricity again? We sure did. We got tons of messages. What the heck? Science from space around Gilly. Yeah, we got all kinds of milestones there. Oh, and then the messages about I'm not able to deploy the part. Oh, that's what all those are. Okay, fine. Review what's stored here. Let's see what we can transmit. Boy, I cannot transmit much. I should have put more batteries on this thing. We can transmit this one. Keep that. Keep that. Just keep it. Keep that. Transmit the EVA report. Okay. And then we'll... Oops. She's in ragdoll mode. I'm just going to replace the ones that I... Oh my gosh, okay. I'm just going to replace the EVA reports I just did just to be able to feed the lab. That's what I'm thinking about. You can also perform EVA science while floating. Oh, that's true. Thank you very much. You're 100% correct. Let's do that. Yep. Store experiments. Thank you. You are 100% correct. We can do EVA, perform EVA science there, do the wing nut experiment. Is that wing nut not falling? No, it is falling. Okay. I was curious whether the physics, gravity physics works on that. Clearly it does. Board. Fall back down, please. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now we do have review data. We can transmit this. Yeah, we'll keep. Let's try transmitting that. I'm just watching my electricity really carefully. Transmit the material study. Is that going to kill the batteries? It just might. Nope, just made it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so now what we can do is actually do another mystery goo. Oh, why is there... I thought it transmitted that. Okay, whatever. Oh, we're on the surface now. That stuff I think was from the... Oh my gosh, okay. And I think we're finally done. Oh, a surface sample. I'm not sure I can do a surface sample. I've forgotten about that. It's been... I think I can. Take a surface sample. My goodness. Yeah, just grab that. Ah, this is exactly what I was worried about. Whoa. Wait. I gotta get this under there. RCS on. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta watch the Navball. I can't do it this way. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. I was trying to watch the ship and oh, without SAS that is just horrific. Just trying to get myself under some control. There we go. Stand it up. You know what? Taking off. Oh my god! I want to try and get back to where Bill is. We left Bill behind. Where's Bill? Because I think we went quite a ways there. Can I... EVAs, target Bill. Oh my god, where's Bill? Right now, I cannot... Oh my god, no, that's the ship. I can't see where Bill is. No, I don't need a pilot. I need to have put a probe core on this thing. I needed to have an engineer. I think my better bet might be just to get this thing down. Nope, don't need a pilot. Needed a probe core. That was most certainly a design oversight on my part. Okay, we're under some control, but... Problem is there's 2 chunks of equipment for Bill to bring back. I don't see a waypoint for Bill or anything. Can I use Waypoint Manager to help me? No. I have no idea how far away I am from Bill. This is not helping the information I get. Look at target. That doesn't help. How's that supposed to help? Well, I can... No, I mean, I can fly Bill over... Oh, fricky hell. I'm just surprised I'm not... Oh, wait, F4. F4. Does it... There he is. There he is. Oh, I forgot about that whole thing with... I hate that in this game. Okay, we can get back. Oh, for goodness sakes, there. Wow. There's always something. Always something. Always something. Yeah. I hate that in this game how F4... I mean, it's fine to have F4 toggle those waypoints, but the default, it seems to always turn itself off. And I remember it never used to. I mean, I'm dating myself now because this game hasn't been updated in so long, but there was some update towards the end that kind of added that. I guess they consider it functionality. And I was just very puzzled why I was not seeing a waypoint for Bill. Now I can see why. Now the issue is I am using monopropellant that's doing all this stuff. Okay, I don't think I need to be perfect by any stretch here. That's good enough. Get her down. But I wanted to be close enough for Bill to be able to return that equipment. Okay, we are a little bit of end. Stick that. There we go. Okay, RCS off. Woo! Wow, that was sweaty palms time. That's for sure. Okay, let's get over to Bill. Bill needs to collect this equipment, and we're gonna try. I don't know. I'm debating here. Let's try deploying. Maybe all that stuff just. Yeah, it's doing it again. This point, yeah. It's not. It thinks I'm off the surface. The problem is what I just did there used up quite a lot of monopropellant. And I may have just botched the whole idea of just hopping over to another biome. I'm pretty sure hard mode has it off by default. No, it's not. I've seen it on other modes, Matt. I don't think it's a mode thing. But it drives me crazy. And it's one of the most common questions I get, or very common question I get on my tutorial videos is, how come you're seeing those waypoints? But if hard mode somehow does turn it off by default, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. Like that's in my opinion, that's just dumb. Just do the shuffle. Could be that this is a parallax issue. I do agree this could be a parallax issue. That somehow parallax, I was thinking of that earlier, with all the debris and stuff, is somehow preventing the stuff from making contact with the surface. If that's the issue, that involves rebooting the game and turning it off, and I am not prepared to go there. So I might just have to say screw it, which is really unfortunate, but I really don't know what else to do. All right. Whatever turns off that F4, it really messed me up there. Okay, I think he can reach. He can get a jetpack back. All right, we are jetting again. Okay. I'm going to not screw around with getting in and out of this ship no more. What we're going to do is just assess the situation and decide whether we should. There's my monoprop. Heck, I can go someplace else. I really feel like going someplace else. I want to stay under this orbit. But what I'm thinking about is maybe hopping up to the top of this hill, or trying to find another biome or something. I think it's worth the shot. Let's try and go up to the top. I guess it's going to be towards the east. I don't know which way is east. It must be up there. So what we're going to try and do is try and hop up to the top of that hill. So we're going to go RCS on. We're going to do a few puffs here. Yep, that's definitely right. Whoa, don't you dare flip upside down on me. I do like how little it takes to get moving around. Okay, let's just take a look here. So, give myself a little bit more upness on this, for sure. And watch that monoprop. Also, from the top of the hill, more north. From the top of the hill, it should be cheaper, right, to get back into orbit again. How's that looking? There. All right, we're on our way up. My lights are off. I have an atmospheric pressure scan I can do. Oh, but there's an experiment in it. Okay. You know what? Dr. Jekyll can get it. Let's do this. We can do this while we're en route. This is ironically safer than doing it on the surface. Collect the data. Restore. Take that data. Anything in there? Yep, take that data. Take that data. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, yep, download data. Because I've lost track of what I have and have not. Collect that data. We can probably do another EVA, perform EVA science thingy. Nothing like being suborbital and... Whoa! That nut just went flying off. Okay. Back in. Ship looks remarkably in control at this current moment. Like I know what I'm doing. And board. Okay, everything went aboard, so that's good. Now I can do an atmospheric pressure scan. Did I not restore? I didn't restore that. That was pretty dumb. Grab that. We are still going up, so I think I'm okay. Collect and restore. And I missed the mystery goo somehow and all of that last time. Restore it. I collected the stuff, but I didn't restore it. Where's my door? Board. Okay. How many wing nuts can you take off the ship before it stops working? There, maybe that's my problem. That's my problem. We've been stripping the ship for science experiments. Okay, let's see if... Now, are we still in lowlands? We are still in lowlands. I'm not down to half my... Like, I started with 50 units of monoprop, and I still have just over 30. So I think I'm okay. In terms of all that business. Oh, we just changed to Midlands. We just changed to Midlands. So you know what? We're spaced near, right? Can do another mystery goo. Space near Gilly, but she can go out and do more EVA reports. So an EVA report, this is now, yep, and I think the experiment thing is not biome specific, I'm pretty sure. But you could do another EVA report, so that's something. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to get me anything. No, it's not, so we'll recycle that. Board. Okay, we should be able to review this data. There's that EVA report she just did. I'm just going to keep everything else. It's not screwing with it. And I'm going to EVA her one more time. Do another EVA report. And that's one to feed the lab. Okay, and we are now tumbling. We are still going up, by the way, so, I mean, that's encouraging. Okay, let's do some more time warping. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's let it tumble a bit as we time warp. Just trying to keep it kind of oriented the same way. Where are we? Here we are. Just doing this great big leap. Still pretty close to being underneath that orbit, so that's good. Fortunately, this is as fast as she time warps. I should put the impact time up here just to make me feel depressed. I'm still 2 minutes from apoapsis, for goodness sakes, before we even go down again. But I do want to take a shot at deploying that stuff. And if it doesn't work this time, I don't think I have the ability to turn off Parallax from here, if I'm not mistaken. What's this one? Waterfall. Trajectories. That's the click-through blocker. I don't even know what that... Oh, that's the reset button. I know for click. That comes with click-through blocker. Yeah, I don't have the ability, I think, to muck with Parallax. I think you have to restart the whole thing. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? We are 21 seconds from apoapsis. Gilly. Oh, I think I see my little red dot down there, so we're going to coming down on there. For the docking maneuver, Valentina could fly to the lander. I'm not that worried about docking. It really isn't a big deal. I mean, yeah, worst comes to worst, I could just transfer the crew over. Right now it's tumbling out of control because I'm just not bothering with it. But docking's not something I'm worried about. I could transfer Valentina and then dock, but we're going to leave this thing behind anyway, so... I'm not worried about it, like I was saying. We're going to be done collecting all the science after this. Okay, we're coming back down. We're still well over 1 kilometer off the surface, but we are coming down. Well, I was going to say fast. 11 meters per second. I guess that's fast by Gilly standards. Okay, let's get some control back over this. I gotta be honest, I don't really hate flying without SAS. It just really caught me off guard. Now I think I sort of have it. I'm just noticing I lost my signal. This ship was dependent on the relay that's on the mothership up there to transmit anything, so we cannot transmit anymore until our mothership comes around again. That's okay. This is going to be about really getting if we can deploy stuff. And if we can't deploy stuff, I'm really just going to, I think, just give it up. Maybe I'll just drop everything on the surface and call it. I think I might cheat code my way to that contract, though that doesn't do me much in terms of science. Okay, I really do need to slow down, think about what I'm doing. Oh, I'm still on orbit here. Shoot. Surface. Yeah, that was a wild ride with Dr. Jekyll, though, that's for sure. Dr. Jekyll's wild ride. Yeah, I haven't used up half my monoprop. I'm fine. I don't know why I was not worried. Okay. Down we come. Not worrying about any of those rocks. They don't have collisions on them, and I'm too lazy to... Well, I could try and avoid them there. That looks a little better. Just trying to avoid some of those rocks. No, I don't have to. I just did anyway. Okay, seems like we're down. So we'll sort of let this... It's still settling down. So I cannot transmit. I can, though, just collect all kinds of science. So I might as well just do that. We are on the surface now, right? Yep. Seismic scan. Material study. We'll get out and do the other stuff in just a sec once this thing has settled down a little. Okay, let's get out there tentatively. Okay, hide that. That's annoying. Again, as soon as I let go of the ladder, she goes ragdolly, and oh my gosh, what the heck? What the heck? Okay, okay, I got RCS to get that under some control. Physics on Gilly is not fun. Okay, she can do an EVA report. She can do a surface sample. Might as well do those. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's, oh, she can do the EVA experiment kit. What's that one? Perform EVA science. Are you gonna smack the... You're gonna smack the frickin' lander again, aren't you? You are. I think just putting the ball down on the tee should be really challenge enough. Okay, all of this stuff. Oh, there's... Okay, that... I can trash that, actually. It's not biome specific. Trash it. Okay. All this stuff's the stuff for the engineer, so I gotta go around the other side. So tentatively, very carefully, we can collect this. And restore while I'm going by. Observe it again. Collect it again. Restore. Okay. There's the science stuff. So let's see what happens. So if I grab, oh wait, her, and I just do the goo. And last time it also got really mad at me with the experiment kit, so I'm gonna put the experiment kit up here. Okay. So I'm doing it up the slope. Somebody was suggesting that. Maybe that will, like, you know, have it close enough that this might work. No, it's still like way in the frickin' air. You see that? I think it does have to do with parallax. Like, look how much in the air that is. It's like at her face level. It wasn't like that before. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let's escape to cancel. Turn her around. Now it's down low, and then I'm going to turn this way. Oh, it goes up! Oh, you bastard. You were all over my ideas. Sabotaging me. This isn't going to work. Cannot deploy. It's not on the surface of the planet. So, I think I'm going to have to give this up. So what we're going to do, we're just going to throw all this junk out. I don't want it. Mostly because it's making me sad. Here. We're just going to dispose of it. I'm honestly, on the whole, I don't give a crap about the science anymore. I just want to get out of here because I'm kind of in a bad mood. There. 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 Ah, shoot. She's doing the space climb. No. Bill can drop it in construction mode. I honestly think that this whole thing is borked. I'm of the opinion that there's no sense. I mean, maybe there's a way around, but I'm not going to keep guessing at why it's preventing me from doing it. I don't think construction mode's going to help because it doesn't let you construct stuff on the surface without having some of those ground anchors. So I'm just gonna get rid of stuff. Can I just drop this? But notice now she's clearly not on the surface and I don't have that little down arrow. You see that? But as soon as she's on the surface, I'll have the little down arrow. Like, it's clearly something's just wrong. But right now, I'm on the mood just to go get these folks back up. Start thinking about getting them home. Okay, see, now the down arrow is there. So something's clearly just not right. And I do think maybe Parallax has something to do with it. See, part can't be deployed. Okay, we're going to do our giant step back. There she goes. It's like she does a... There. No? It's like a triple jump for her. There she goes. That's weird. Oh, look at her running. Doing the space Mario climb. Climbing up the walls. If she can run back like this would be great. This must have something to do with the fact that she's running up a slope. Oh, I understand that, Oliver. Yes, Bill. Yes, Bill could have done it with construction mode and not done, and then still wore his EVA pack, and I didn't have to do, well, whatever. She's back. She came back with pretty little difficult. Oh, dear. No, touch the ground, please. Don't crash into the ship. You're going to crash? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's give her EVA pack back. Let's get the heck out of here. There's probably science I'm missing, and I don't care. We'll sort it out in orbit. Okay, so we are going back to here. So set that as a target. Now it is in... I might just go straight for it. I think that might be the best plan. I don't want to be in an orbit too different than it, so I'm going to time warp it around. I don't think it goes that fast, does it? No. It goes pretty slow. There's our... We got our communication with our mothership again. And I'm just going to let it kind of get ahead of me, and then I'm just going to kind of go for it. It's kind of going to be the plan here. So it's in an 8.3 kilometer orbit. It is that away. So let's go that away to the east. So RCS on. Throttle up. Actually, I'm going to keep doing it that. Where's east? East is this way. Oh, I'm in target mode already. I don't want that. Orbit. There we go. I wanted to see that orbital vector. Well, I guess that's the target. I should be going more this way. Okay, let's look at our trajectories here. Okay, I came too early. I can see that now. Oh, wow. We are way out of its plane. Well, that should be okay. Okay, new plan on how we're going to accomplish this. I can see I'm way behind it. There. Oh, I still got a little bit of... Notice they still had a little bit of throttle going through all that. There. So what we're going to do, hopefully, maybe, is from here, put us into sort of an elliptical kind of orbit. Actually, I'm noticing it was... oh my gosh, it's pretty darn close on the other side. Wonder if I can... far to this burn? It's 13 minutes to the burn. Let's see if I can make this work. The other way? Oh, we can make this work. Oh, forget you, game, doing this the right way. We're going to make this work. Just doing this. Okay, 0.3 kilometers. I'm going to make that work. So that's going to be our burn coming up. Of course, because I'm doing this all with RCS, it is completely discombobulated as to how long the burn time is. It doesn't think I have any fuel. It's very confused. You think I'm crashing into a lump? Oh, please don't tell me I'm crashing. Oh my God! You are correct. I am crashing into a lump. Wow. Okay, so what we got to do... Okay. I got to avoid this hill. Thank you for pointing that out. I got time to fix it. So what I think I should do is probably put in some of this stuff. Kind of avoid that lump. Then maybe a little more retrograde-y. Like that. Again, play a bit with the timing. Gilly is so frickin' scary. That is... Am I going to scoot through that valley, you think? I think so. If I trust it. I think maybe a little bit more on the anti-normal there. Just sort of And a little bit back again. Okay, that's 0.1 kilometers. I think I'm just scooting through this valley here. I think that feels safe. Thanks for pointing out the lump part. Who was that? Oh, I can't say that. Anno Pritchin? I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Okay, we got 10 minutes to our burn. We can't time warp, of course. So we're gonna... We can physics warp. And even at the physics warp, it's going to take a while to time away this 9 minutes. There's our ship. It feels so close, but I mean, honestly, jeepers, it's really tempting, isn't it? Just now, you know what? I'm going to do this right. I'm going to use. It's really tempting just to simply point at it, isn't it? I might just do that. I don't know. What do people think? Should I just point at it? We're around Gilly. There's hardly any gravity. I mean, my orbital velocity is only 10.8 meters per second. Here, let's take the time warp off. Of course, once I make this decision, I've made that decision. Now let's do it right. I feel like shooting through that valley. I feel like shooting through the valley. Oh, I can time warp regular now. I can regular time warp. Don't do that. Don't shoot right at it. Okay. I'll do it proper. Last thing I want to do is do that and then run out of monopropellant, and then I'm in a pickle. The orbital velocity is so slow, space is so flat around here. Ooh, we're getting a nice eve rise. That it actually probably I could have gotten away with it. And I can now use the time warp check to stop my rotation and lock my attitude. Okay, I have no idea how long this burn's going to take, so I'm going to put on RCS. I'm going to get a little test pulse here. Oh, this is not going to take long. To be honest, it kind of feels like I'm going right at it. Okay, let's get rid of our maneuver. Look over here. There's our encounter over here. Do a little more. Oh, 0.2. I'm stopping. So we're gonna shoot the Death Valley here, and then we're gonna. And we are now in high space, believe it or not, which is really quite ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a part where it's not going to let me time warp anymore. Ah, there it is. I can't time warp anymore because my PE is too low. We're just going to physics warp through here. And we're going to see how close we skim the surface. We can't enjoy the views. There is that. Oh, I lost the sun. That's why my electricity is going down. We lost the sun. So at full 4 times time warp, we're going to get there at some point. When we're going to get there, I don't know. But at some point, we'll get there. My closest approach is 246 meters. In 40 minutes. I'm trying to think. Probably around here is where we're at our closest approach to the surface. Ah, for the approach, maybe use cap lock to lower the thrust. That's true too. I can also simply like right click on this. Can I? Yeah, I got a thrust limiter right here too. So I could use the thrust limiter right there. That might not be a bad idea. Let's just take a look at the cargo. Oh, okay. Bill has that. I have 2 of these kits. Just noticed that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they both had EVA packs. They do. Oh my goodness. How far are we from our PE here? We are 14 minutes from our periapsis, which is right there, and then our rendezvous here, but yeah, we're gonna be, oh my gosh. So, anybody got a deck of cards as we deal with this? Oh, I know what I'm gonna deal with. As far as I'm concerned, and you can call me a cheater all day long for this, but I'm gonna get into here and contracts, and I'm gonna look at my active contracts. As far as I am concerned, I have done the gather surface deployed mystery goo observations from the surface of Gilly. I threw the thing down there. It's not my fault that it didn't work. So, boom, complete. That contract is now complete. So that is now complete. Whoops. There we go. We still got to return, and we still got to detect comets, so I really am suspecting that that is somehow borked. I see all kinds of screen messages here telling me it's not working. I did get that one, though. Okay. Oh, go back to the tracking station. That's a very good idea. That's worth my time. Yes, let's go back to the tracking station for a little better time warping. I am... Let's just... Boop, 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 boop. I was just hitting tab to go back and forth, but that might have been a mistake. Sun, Moho, Eve, Gilly. There we are. Okay. So I think it's going to be okay. In fact, maybe I'm even safer here. When it looks like I'm really close to the ground, I'm going to take a look, but I think I'm safe. But you're right, I can time warp much more effectively here. But I am curious, like, right around here looks like my closest approach. And you know what? I should probably not go over there, because the last thing I want is the game to suddenly say, you just died because we're going to be mean. There we go. Thank you for the suggestion to go to the tracking station. That certainly did make a big difference. Okay, now we'll go back. I really do suspect Parallax as being the issue, but I've never run into that problem before. Okay, can I do regular time warp? No, I can't. But I can do 4 times time warp. Okay, we're 6 minutes away from our... There it is. Coming at it from the side. That was our Death Valley back there that we passed through. And I'm going to try and dock it. Yeah, I could bring Val over and she could dock this thing, no problem. But I'm going to try and have Dr. Jekyll and Bill perform the deed. Okay, 3 minutes away. We must be able to do regular time warp now. No, still. Below 8? My gosh. Have to get above 8 kilometers. Okay, 2 minutes away. Okay, we're a minute away. Let's see if we can adjust our course here a little bit. RCS on, a little bit of puffs in that direction. Feels pretty good. Control from here. Let's pop over to here. This is our target for the docking. I could make it easier on myself and use the Matt Lone technique of pointing the Ares at the lander so that the two docking ports are literally going to be pointed at each other, but I'm up for the challenge now, I think. Still can't time warp. Oops. Let's put this back. Minute and a half away. There we go. Set that as a target. Goodness, I don't know why I'm having this one and that one. There we go. Well, it feels like I'm like, this does not feel right. No. It didn't feel like I was coming in right at all. I think I got the whole... Okay. All right, so I botched that a little bit. I think someone had the right idea with limiting this throttle. Okay. Could also limit the reaction wheels. I hit the light. Oh, wait. The reaction wheels are hidden somewhere. Okay, forget it. Dr. Jekyll and Bill are saying, we've got this. We don't need Val. Of course, the docking alignment indicator is helping on the Navball. Don't leave home without that one. Ah, no, 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 no. There we go. Hey! We don't need you, Val. What do we need Val for? Okay, let's transfer Bill over. And then we'll transfer all that science too. And then we're going to start thinking about our journey home. Where's my transfer crew? There we go. Bill. And Dr. Jekyll. And we'll just take all the science Oh, I hit the light again. Take all that data. And for now, we're just going to stick it all in the lab, and then we're going to figure it out later. Board. Okay, and we got a little bit. I don't know if anyone will level up. Nope. Oh, Dr. Jekyll's now level 4, so they're all level 4s. I'm glad I brought Dr. Jekyll down. Okay. So, let's think about getting out of here. Now, the necessary phase angle with Kerbal is positive 34 degrees. Nope, 36 degrees. I'm lying. So Kerbal needs to be 36 degrees ahead of us, so like in this vicinity relative to Eve. So you can see we're nowhere near at this point. However, what I'd like to, I'm not quite sure if I'm better off just blowing straight out of Eve's orbit, or if I'm better off ducking in close to, or sorry, just blowing out of Gilly's orbit, or ducking in close to Eve and then doing a second burn. So I'm going to do a little bit of puzzling and figuring that out, and then we'll time warp to it. So if I'm going to just blow out of Gilly's orbit, I need to go, let me get this all right. In this, I need to eject myself from Gilly in this direction. To be honest, I'm probably pretty darn close to the right spot as it is. Let's just see. So I just do that. Let's just put in an arbitrary 1,000 meters per second here and see what that does for me. Okay, that's not right. Now, Gilly needs to be further along. Ah, shoot. I just hit normal. Yeah, put a 0 in for that. Just trying to move it. You want to eject yourself tangentially to Gilly's orbit, but at the same time, this ejection needs to be along Eve's orbit in the prograde direction. So that means we need to eject maybe more around here-ish. Can I accomplish that just by popping ahead orbits? I can. Maybe. Nah, you know what? Close that. If I do full time warp, I can't time warp here. Okay, we're going back to the tracking station. And we're going to do some time warping. All right, so Gilly needs to be... Oh, wait, I'm not on Gilly, of course. Yeah. Gilly needs to be kind of more in this direction out here so that you can take advantage of Gilly's motion around Eve. Now, whether this is going to work for us or not, I don't know, but what we can do is simply time warp to Gilly's out there and give it a go. Just a little bit of experimenting. I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. Go a little further. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's fly that. I think the last time I came back from Gilly, I just blew out of Gilly's orbit. But I did it with, I think I had a nuclear engine aboard. And I recall it taking so long that I left Gilly's SOI. Let's put it behind. I left Gilly's SOI before the burn was complete, and that completely messed up the burn. So I want this ejection to be tangential to Gilly's orbit. Let's up the timing a bit. Boy, it's really hard to see it. And then this burn being tangential to Eve's orbit. Not quite in the right spot. I need to be a little bit more forward. So we're going to pop ahead some orbits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just arbitrarily picking 5 there for some stupid reason. That still feels okay. Let's do another 1, 2, 3, 4. That still feels alright as well. So just as a guesstimate, so you see we're going out in a prograde direction relative. And look what that does. Look how far my Apple axis is. So I only need to, I can bring this down. My gosh. I'm only getting, I budgeted 1,070 for this burn. And I know the timing's all not right. Like, Kerbin's not in the right spot, but that's just time warping to the right phase angle and then just doing this anyway. But look, I'm doing this with about 640 meters per second. I'm getting my Apple axis. We'll have to make a bit of a plane change, but my Apple axis is pretty darn close. And it's not even perfect. I can see that a little bit radially inwards. I'll probably have to play a little bit, maybe come back in orbit. And see where this PE is. If that PE's in the right there, maybe go there. And I can even bring more off. So you can see how that's going to work. So that's about like in the ballpark, about 575 meters per second. That ain't bad. And the burn's going to take me about 1 minute and 42 seconds. So that's a tempting one. I will get rid of the lander to lose the weight. Don't worry about that. I'm going to do that a little bit before we do the burn. So that's cool. Now what I want to do, that I got that one registered, boom. If I wanted to, the other way to do it, and basically these are kind of your two options. I have a whole video somewhere where I did this all around Joule and explored the different options of ejecting yourself when you're in a moon about another body. That's one of the options that I just talked about there. You're taking advantage of Gilly's already existing tangential velocity. The other option is to lower your periapsis towards Eve and then do another burn when you're close to Eve. This is taking advantage of the Oberth effect when you're going really fast, and use that to eject yourself to Kerbin. Now, in order for that to work, you need to do your ejection when you're around here, around Eve, so that you'll eject yourself in this direction. Actually, is it? Yes, it'll be around. Do it over Eve. Around here-ish, right? So that you'll be doing the burn around here and ejecting yourself out in this direction. Again, prograde relative to Eve's around the sun. So that means if you want your periapsis around Eve to be here, you need to perform the burn around there to lower your periapsis. So when Gilly gets here, you perform a burn, get your periapsis really low. So let's see how that works out. Again, this is just fun experimentation. At least I find it fun. I'm hoping people find this fun, but I find it fun. So we're going to go back to the tracking station. We're going to do another thing for Gilly. The extra weight of the lander will have you burning more fuel, Oliver, but it doesn't mess the actual delta V calculation. The delta V for the burn will be the same. It'll just take you more fuel to burn said burn. I'm hoping that makes sense. And all I'm caring about here is the delta V calculation. All right, so here, oh, I got a satellite around here or something? What is this? I guess I do. What is this? Oh, I got some sort of contract. Oh my gosh. There's a contract being, sorry, I got to look at this. There's a contract being offered from Integrated Integrals. Probably can't perform it, but probably put a satellite in a specific orbit type of deal. But that's interesting. I haven't checked my contracts in a long time. There must be something. Attach a new part to a satellite. That's it. Oh, no. Heck with that. So it's rendezvous with a satellite, have an engineer on an active vehicle, Attach a Z400 battery to this aging satellite. Oh my gosh. Well, we're there. It doesn't have to be a new... Sorry, all I gotta do now is check, do I have the... You know what? I'm gonna accept this. Well, I shouldn't accept it if I feel like I might fail it. Let's make sure I got a Z400 aboard. Oh my gosh. Things have just gotten fun. Well, it was fun before, but now it's gotten really fun. Can I attach a Z400 battery to that satellite that they're talking about? So I need to go back to here. Fly. I'm pretty sure I'm overloaded with Z400 batteries. I got an engineer. Look at all these Z400 batteries I have. Okay, let's go back to the tracking station. Take a look at that orbit again and see if that orbit is... It might be a real problem because of how elliptical it is. Because... Ooh... Once I'm in this orbit, I don't think I'll have the delta V to get into a different orbit. And I gotta hope that I can blast out of this orbit. Oh, it's even a retrograde orbit. Okay, that's just made that decision. I just noticed it's a retrograde orbit. Nope, 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 not doing that. Okay, so back to what I was talking about before. Let's do the time warping. Sorry, I just noticed this orbit's a retrograde orbit. If this orbit was going in the same direction as us, I would honestly consider it. But now, not a chance. Oh, the contract just expired. I'm pretty sure that's just what happened there. Okay. So the idea with this one now, let's get back to here. I got a feeling the blasting out of Gilly is the cheapest option. When I got it down to 575, it's like, I can't do better than that. There's no way. So the idea with this orbit is that you are going to reduce your orbit relative to Eve. So that means burning in this direction, more like that. Getting that periapsis down to Eve. Especially given this is also being made less efficient because of the eccentricity of Gilly's orbit. But getting this as low as you dare. Nope, gotta go this way to get it lower. "90 kilometers is Eve's atmosphere, so I gotta be a little cognizant of that. Let's put this at like 140 should be fine. Okay, so that's the first burn, and already this burns 334. But then as you're getting all kinds of speed getting down to here, and then you use that extra speed for your ejection. And am I on crack, or am I ejecting in the wrong? No, I'm ejecting in more or less the right way. That's right. You know, that's the idea, right? Now, I don't have the timing just right because I can see how this is coming out. You know, it's going a little bit radially. It should be right along this line, but I mean, I'm already seeing, got 334 here. And what is this? This maneuver is 116. Oh my gosh. So we're only around 430. I can't believe how cheap this is getting. So this is around 450 meters per second. And I'm not even got it timed out very well. If I go to the first maneuver and start popping ahead orbits, come back here. Why are you being there? So that's in a better spot. So 1, 3, 4, 5. That again, an arbitrary 5. And adjust the timing. We're ejecting ourselves that way. And adjust this one down to periapsis. Back to the first maneuver. Oh, I gotta increase the progradeness on this one. This is just becoming more expensive because we're getting closer to Eve. I'm going by 100 seconds. Let's calm this down a bit. Again, I'll make the periapsis about 140. Then you get this ejection right at periapsis. Come on, be my friend and go where I want you to go. Like that. Oh, now I went too far. I went too far the other way. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Go back a few orbits on that first maneuver. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm on the second maneuver. Shoot. Wrong maneuver. That one. Okay, again, I'm going to get that periapsis around 140. Now it's like I'm looking at the right one. Move that burn right out of the way. This one's the one I'm looking at. I really can't tell. Nope. All right. Step it up a bit. You're so slow going around Gilly. Just fiddling with timing now. Oh my gosh, more. Okay, now I'm getting close to it. Nope, maybe not. A little bit extra prograde here. No, retrograde. I think I'm close enough. How does that burn work? Like it's going... Oh, no, that looks reasonable. Okay, so doing that. And then this burn again right on the PE, if it'll let me move it. You stinky pants. There. Right about there. And then lots of prograde on that. Is that going relatively close to the right way? Pretty close. Already way overshooting Kerbal. Again, set up pretty roughly, but I got a 544 meter... Wait, how is this suddenly worse than it was before? I got a 544. This can't be right. Can't be right. Come back. There's gotta be more there. Oh my gosh, yeah, I got way too much on this first burn. It was coming in the wrong. There we go. Gosh dang it. That's making more sense. Again, about 140 on this PE. It's close enough. And then put you right there. There. Right about there-ish. I think that's making sense, but I'm at the point now where I gotta put this. So this is 433 on the first burn. And then the second burn is 132, so that's about 560. So it's a bit cheaper. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? And I'm not even at the... Okay, I'm done with this. Because I'm looking at the time of the stream, and so here's the plan. Here's what the plan's gonna be. I'm gonna get rid of both of these maneuvers. We are nowhere near the right ejection angle anyway. Again, we got to wait until Kerbal is 34 degrees ahead. Sorry, 36 degrees ahead of Eve. So in around here somewhere. Then I think I'm going to do that drop towards Eve business and blow on out of here and get ourselves back to Kerbal. But I'm looking at the time of the stream, and to be honest, I was looking at the time of stream a little while ago and realizing I wasn't gonna be getting to Kerbal at the end of today anyway, so I thought, well, why don't we try and do something else. But anyway, we are here in orbit about Gilly. We got a boatload of science, but it's time for us to be getting that boat home. So I think what we're going to need to do is I think we're going to have to put that off until next week. Now, speaking of next week, I know today is Thursday, but next week I'm going to get back to my regular Tuesdays for KSP. So KSP is going to be on Tuesday, this live stream. I do have more RP1 videos coming your way. There's one coming Saturday, one coming next Wednesday, and the one coming the following Saturday so far. I'm going to try and stick to the 2-a-week schedule for that. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank everybody watching this at a later date. And of course, an extra special thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members who support this channel, and those that indirectly support this channel by feeding the algorithm, by participating in the chat right now, and by leaving comments down there in the below the description. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody.